The following list showcases our pick of the best free iPhone apps, and includes iPhone applications for social networking, travel, news, photography, productivity and more. Most of these apps are also compatible with the iPod Touch as well. The following lists are not paid promotion nor connected with any paid advertisement. It is just what we feel everyone should have. Today Weather provides a sleek, elegant take on weather forecasting, marrying modern design, usability, and a slew of data. Set a location and you get current conditions below a supposedly representative photo. The photo is, frankly, a bit rubbish but can fortunately be disabled. Scroll to delve into predictions about the coming hours and days, and details about UV index and pressure, the chances of imminent rainfall, air quality, sunrise, sunset times, and what the moon's up to. Sadly, these components can't be rearranged, and anyone who wants a rainfall radar will have to pay for it. But these drawbacks shouldn't stop you downloading what's a great freebie weather app. Also, Hello Weather has a trump card in its data source menu, which lists conditions and temperatures from 5 different providers. If one regularly seems better than the others, you can switch with a tap. Jigspace is an education app that reasons we learn things better in 3D, on the basis that this is how we experience the real world. And that's a good point. It's all very well to learn how a car's transmission works by reading about it, or even pore over an exploded illustration in a book. But being able to fiddle around with a real engine is much more helpful. This app isn't quite that level of magical, but it does use iOS's augmented reality smarts to project various objects onto a flat surface. These can then be explored and fiddled around with, in a manner that hints at the future of anything from repair manuals to textbooks. And even though you'll perhaps exhaust the items on offer fairly quickly, Jigspace is a nicely immersive educational experience while it lasts. Sweat Deck reimagines exercise routines as a deck of cards. You assign exercises to certain suits and lob in a couple of jokers for good measure. The app then has you define how many cards, reps you want to try your hand at. The app's semi-random nature keeps you on your toes or hands and back depending on the exercise. If you draw a 3 of spades, that might mean 3 squats. Then a 9 of diamonds could mean 9 push-ups. It's a novel interface that's a bit different from other iPhone exercise apps. Trips by Lonely Planet is an app for sharing travel experiences or just reveling in the journeys made by others. It's a bit like a travel-oriented Instagram mixed with a smattering of travel guide and blog. If you like gorgeous photography and a touch of commentary for context, it's a must-have install. New topics are regularly showcased on the app's home tab, and you can favorite those you like and/or follow the authors. Annoyingly, there's no search, but you can delve into themed categories, such as cities and adventure. Think of it more like a magazine than a website, and you should be fine. PCALC Lite is a version of leading iOS calculator PCALC, aimed at people who aren't keen on spending money. In terms of functionality, it's more stripped back than its paid sibling, but the app's guts are identical. What this means is PCALC Lite is undoubtedly the best free traditional calculator for iPhone. It's fast, responsive, and friendly, and bundles a small set of useful conversions for length, speed, temperature, volume, and weight. If you want to bolt on something from the paid version, IAPs exist, such as for multi-line support or extra conversion options. When iOS 11 arrived, Apple's built-in calculator proved buggy, leading to people scrabbling around for an alternative. With PCALC Lite installed, that need never happen to you. ClippyCam is a camera app that makes use of both iPhone cameras. You shoot a still or hold the shutter to record a short video, and once that's done, use the FaceTime camera to overlay a second photo or video. At first, you might end up with what looks like a screen grab from Skype, but play around with the various options and you can get a bit more creative. For example, take a snap on holiday and then add a video of your family waving to a loved one, or load a movie poster and unsubtly insert your head into the scene. Lingvist is a language learning app that claims to be able to teach you at light speed. Naturally, that's hyperbole. But Lingvist nonetheless has a methodology and interface that gets you going in your chosen language. French, Spanish, German, and Russian are supported at serious speed. Mostly, it's about plugging words into sentences in a drill-like fashion. Imagine interactive flashcards thrown your way in quick-fire fashion and you're there. The underlying algorithm tracks words you're finding tricky, and in-context explanations for things like verbs pop up as and when they're needed. Will Lingvist make you fluent in hours? Probably not. But as a refresher, or even a first step in learning a foreign tongue, it's the best freebie around on iPhone. Snapseed is a photo editor that marries simplicity and power. At its most basic, it can be a tool for loading a photo, selecting a filter, referred to here as looks, and exporting the result. But it's when you delve into the app's tools and stacks that its true potential becomes clear. The Tools menu, while a bit cluttered, offers a huge range of options for adjusting your photo. You can crop, adjust perspective, edit curves, and add all kinds of filters and effects. But stacks are arguably Snapseed's best component. The stack is where your edits live, each of which can be updated at any time. This offers far more flexibility than editors that burn in each change you make. Furthermore, you can save any combination of edits as a custom look and use stacks to deconstruct pre-loaded ones. Google Maps is an app that's been a mainstay in this list for years, and it's easy to see why. Google Maps is an app that's been a mainstay in this list for years, and it's easy to see why. Although Apple's own Maps app has hugely improved since launch, Google Maps retains the lead in almost every way. It's superb at locating points of interest whether you're looking for a distant town or local restaurant, and offers robust public transport suggestions. And best of all, you can download Maps to your iPhone, transforming Google Maps into a free sat-nav equivalent that works entirely offline. Green Riding Hood subverts a much-loved fairy tale, reimagining Grandma as a hip yoga teacher, and having the big bad wolf gradually learn how tasty healthy food is. Which might all sound a bit like brainwashing for tiny people if the story bit wasn't so well designed. Each little scene in the book is interactive, so you can tap animals to make them exercise, have the wolf angrily lob a bone into the forest, or, our favorite, fashion a cacophony as the animals try to wake a dozing granny with whatever objects they have to hand. Beyond the book, you get some recipes and stickers for free. If all that takes your fancy, IAPs unlock exercise and dance routines, but really, just the fairy tale bit alone makes this one very much worth a download.